WitchHat Atelier Chapter 26. The mic is not muted. I'm not redoing 25. I don't do those things. We're going straight to it. Last time we ended with Rich having her character growth. It was actually very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So, yeah, on that note, we ended off with the Knights Morales dude just aura farming. Let's see where this goes. Page 1. Perhaps you care to explain your presence here, Lord Cookgrow? It was my understanding that your apprentice was among the examinees. Just my luck. I'm not imagine. And I imagine my lowly apprentice's test date a matter of note of someone as esteemed as you. Page 2. Lord Estesis, Deputy Captain of the Knights Morales. Chapter 26. Is there no titles to chapters? That's rare. I endeavor to keep abreast of all magic related happenings beyond the Great Hall. A habit in part participants by those unable to keep an eye on their own apprentices. Oh, this motherfucker's strict. Respect hardly necessary. I'm sure the outside world is a model of peace and tranquility. Of course, that's a product of the Order's relentless efforts. Thanks to you, I can leave my apprentice in the proctor's care without worry. Look at this guy. Well, I really should get going. Such negligence. Negligence. Page 3. It'll all work out because the world's at peace. Quite the optimistic outlook. Is this the watcher of his atelier? Atelier. Of course, it's not like you can keep such a close eye on the outside world out of any love and peace and safety. I wager you take more pleasure in stopping the witches who stand to disturb the peace. Oh yeah, he definitely does, dude. That dude was instant. Raise your mind. It's because we keep witches in check that peace is maintained. U-Town. Utoin? The fuck is that name? Page 4. The unimagined freedom magic grants comes with a need for intense self-restraint. A wand and a few drops of ink are all it takes to alter another's fate. The fact that Clan was built on an island in the river of the Marshwood, or that the Great Hall rests upon the seabed, is not a choice solely driven by need for secrecy. Such places also serve, page 5, as self-imposed isolation for those with power to twist the very fabric of the world. Pretty much gives them a creative outlet to just do crazy shit. That's pretty much it. Yeah, or maybe we're all just a bunch of recluse. We can't be bothered to interact with others. Witches tend to be like that, you know. Greek. Page 6. Hey, Sir Estesis. Think fast. Bam. Any new missions? How long before our next dispatch? I'm dying for some action. I'm getting all antsy, cooped up down here. Hiko, shame on you. I wonder what they actually do. I mean, how often do they battle other like witches and keep them in check, erase people's memories? Like how big is the witch society really? We've seen their island. But what about the other ateliers, the other factions, the other groups? It's only like 7, 8 people keeping them in check. That's a lot. Page 7. What are you thinking, ambushing him like that? If it were anyone else but him, you would have been landed the blow. Whoa, cut it out. Twin behavior like that is why you never get sent out. And if you don't get it, And if you don't get to go, I don't either. Twins come as a package. It's tough, but there's nothing we can do about it. Yes, there is. If you want to see some action outside of here, reel it in. Hey, now, you two, no playing with spears. Page 8. Sir, in regard to the collapse of the Staircase River, it seems the pulverized banks have been hardened and the fallen bridge replaced. Good thing too. Otherwise, everything downstream would have been a trigged mess. I say another collapse is unlikely. Why are we focusing on the Knights Morales, guys? We're literally about to do save E. Lucy and I surveyed the area, but were unable to find traces of any seal of commensurated scale. I see. Good work, Galga. Sir Cease's Galga won't give back our spears. Quick, ex-foe. What are these names? Wrap him with your pendant. Oh, the chick. Page 9. Huh? Might I remind you both that the pendants are contraptions permitted only to the order. They are not toys to trifle with. Let us down, Lulucy. Stop it, Lulu. Thanks, Lulu. Obliged, Lulu. My pleasure. The mother. The youth injured at the river has been provided with a seal chair to assist his mobility. What the fuck? So they could make magical tools to assist these people. Like, what? Somebody said it's forbidden. What do you mean? If someone has the gray eyes, they can just make glasses that help them see. No, at least a little bit. He is currently hospitalized at a medical facility in Cologne. Page 10. We left the matter in the hands of the local witches, but once the boy is well, we'll return to assess any problematic memories. See that you do. The young ones had yet to pass the second test. They may have been seen casting. The outsiders lack knowledge, but they are not fools. The smallest slip could expose everything. We must be ever vigilant. U-Town. His name, bro. I know it's something else. Utoin. Why are we focusing on these people? And it's only 20 pages? Dude, I would be pissed if I had to wait a month. Anyways, page 11. Woohoo! Proceed with Echo and Etland to the training ground. Round up the rest of the orders for training. You got it. Galga and Lulu prepare a written report for submission to Captain Viviana. Oh, he's not the captain? Understood, sir. The anniversary of the pact draws near. We'll see all matters of which is coming and going once preparations for Silver Eve are underway. I want us alert and on top of all things of all time. Damn, this many people for just security? That's not a lot. That is not a lot at all. I just want to make sure this is not like a, what do you call it? A filler chapter. Page 12. Yes, sir. A list of applicants for the second test, and the others taking it today are Qifrey's apprentices. Ah, I get it now. Yes. That's why you looked into this. Of course, that girl seemed like a pretty ordinary average kid to me. Why go out your way? Page 13. Take care not to underestimate based on age. Utoan children are the most unhindered beings in all the world. That youthful lack of self-restraint is not freedom, it's chaos. It's risk. That's really what it is. The outside world is a model of peace and tranquility. Would that it be as unending as this quiet sea bread upon which we rest? Okay. That's just my lack of fucking reading, I guess. Page 14. We must, above all else, ensure the errors of yore are not repeated. Those are words. Those are words. If we fail to learn from our past, then in time the world will. UKS. Vroom, 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 vroom. Page 15. Okay, something's happening underwater. Or is it like the darkness is underwater and then but the quote unquote peace is like the upper layer of the water, so it's just like darkness is hiding? Kind of similar to Kingdom Hearts. Think about it, just reverse. The sea is the darkness. This way, the orb says we should head straight down here. Thank goodness I had rich ribbon of crystal with me. If we follow the guidance orb, we'll be together again. Good work, Coco. I administer first aid, but Qifrey looks to be in a lot of pain, and we should move quickly. I can make my own way on foot, Alaria. Don't push yourself, dude. Just leave it up to my stretcher, Skiff. I can't have you losing use of your drawn hand, as a witch and all. Don't mind me, that's what's important. If we locate the apprentices, page 17. Old magic permeates this place. There's no telling what other dangers may be lurking. Oh, this dude is invisible. I found you at last, child of hope. But what is it like? I wonder what their goal is, really. But we'll find out. End. Chapters 26 end. That's it? Okay, that seemed like a filler chapter compared to last one. Last one was really about Rich's past story, or past, and her really understanding and finding herself. You would know if you actually had audio in that video. But she had that growth of, okay, self-realization where I can learn people's magic while also adding my own flavor and personality to it. That was her growth. But this chapter just seemed as a filler. Really. And it's monthly. Oh, I mean, hey, look, read Attack on Titan monthly for years. There's some chapters that you're just like, bro, what? On that note, like, sub. Sorry about last episode. Check out Ichi the Witch in the playlist at the end. Check out Kagurabachi. That's very good. One Piece is this week. Hopefully, we don't get a break. And every Monday and Wednesday will be WitchHat Atelier. This one, I'll do a Sunday one as well because I fucked up, right?